Alright, we're here on Gen Con Day 3. I'm with Ray Weir of Wells Expeditions, and he's going to run us through his Arcane Legions game.
So Arcane Legions is a manufactured miniatures game that is meant to field literally hundreds of figures and be done with the game within an hour and a half to 2 hours. The way we do that is by utilizing a base that is unique to Arcane Legions, and what you'll notice is the honeycomb base. And what we did is we designed a unit card that snaps into that base. When we do that, we block off different slots and allow another set of slots to actually be utilized during the game.
Nice.
Okay? So we have the icons then on each one of the slots. The only time that a slot is actually available to utilized during the game is when there's a figure that occupies that slot.
Okay.
Okay, so if we're looking down here, we have the Han unit here, and
I'm upside down on him.
no problem. We have the Han unit, and what you'll notice is that we have chevrons. The chevrons are actually our movement. The movement is equal to one short side of the base. Okay? So one chevron is equal to one step, and the step is equal to one short side of the base.
Gotcha.
So here I have 2 chevrons covered, which means I'll actually be able to move 2 steps.
Okay.
Now you'll also notice that I have red dice and white dice. The red dice are my attack dice, and then the white dice are my defense dice. There are also blue dice in the game. The blue dice represent range combat.
Okay.
We have special abilities that can apply to a specific figure, or we have special abilities that can apply to an entire base. That's right next to the point value.
Okay.
Now, what makes Arcane Legions unique, one of the things that makes it unique, is the ability to rearrange your unit during the game. So most miniature games, manufactured miniature games, you're going to build your formation and you're going to remain in that formation for the entire game. But with Arcane Legions, what we're going to do is we're going to reorder the unit to take advantage of different aspects that are happening during the game, during gameplay. So with this particular unit, if I was getting ready to move it, I would want to give it a move order first. So there's 3 different types of orders. There's a move order, there's an attack order, right? And then there's also a reorganization order. So I get 8 orders to a turn, and I can apply those orders in any sequence to any number of my bases during the game.
8 for your whole arm, 8 for your whole side.
8 for my whole side. Okay.
Can one unit take all of those if you want them to do a whole bunch, or can they only do a certain number?
They can only do 3 specific orders.
Okay.
You're allowed to duplicate an order during the turn.
All right.
But when you actually do that, you're going to push a figure, and one's going to come off your base.
Okay. All right.
So now what we have here, I'm going to give this unit a move order. Okay. So, but before I do that, I want to do a reorganization order, because you'll notice that these 2 chevrons are not occupied.
Right.
Okay?
So you could move further if there were guys in there, so you're going to reorganize.
That's actually it. So I'm going to take this guy here and put him there, and this guy here, put him over here.
Okay.
And now you'll notice that I have 4 chevrons covered.
Right.
So to actually move space, to take a step, again, a step is equal to one short side of the base, or half the formation base. I go 1, 2, 3. Now I'm close enough to the base, I'm within that 4th step.
Right.
So I'm going to come in the base.
Okay.
Now at this point, I'm going to look at my unit and see I'm actually in position for attack. Well, I'm not. I'm in position for movement. Right? So what I want to do is get these 2 dice readied again. In order to do that, I'm going to take these 2 guys and move them back to the red dice. Now, because I'm taking a reorder within the same turn, I've actually pushed the unit. So I'm going to have to take 1 guy off for that push.
All right, you got to sacrifice a guy to be able to do that.
I have to sacrifice him, but it allows me now to do a full-blown attack.
Okay.
So what's going to happen here now is I'm going to count up all my attack dice. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attack dice going against my opposing unit. 1, 2,
attack or marine
3,
attack.
4 white dice. So when I'm playing, I'm now going to count up my 8.
Yes, a move forward. But then you move
on my 4. Alright, and we're going to roll them. And then we're going to
If you want them,
do a simple dice mechanic.
Okay, yeah, just
where we're going to match them high to low.
Okay.
Right?
then
So
you can count up the number of chevrons. Those are the movement icons.
Pretty good roll.
Thank
so
you.
you have 3. They can move
I wish I could do it this way in Las Vegas. I'd be a lot happier man.
Well, yeah, we got well for that.
They would be right there.
So here we have a situation where we're going to match them up now. So I have the 6 on the 5, which is a hit.
Right.
I have the 5 on the 4 is a hit, the 5 on the 3 is a hit, and the 5 on the 2 is a hit.
Ouch.
So right now I've actually got 4 hits. Okay.
Right.
Now, and then I have 4 other dice that are uncontested. Okay. Now, these 4 dice are actually contested by a phantom dice. Okay, that phantom dice is a 2.
Okay.
It's always a 2. It can only defend, it can never attack.
Okay.
So now I have a 4 on a 2, which is a hit. 4 on a 2 is a hit. 4 on a 2 is a hit. Now I have the 2 on the 1, right?
And that would be called a regroup.
The 2 actually successfully defended against that 1.
Okay.
So in this specific roll, I hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 figures, right? So now I'm going to come back to my base, and my opponent is going to take off 7 figures from his base.
White dice are
And as he does that, you'll notice that different abilities are being lost.
Now these blue guys are archers, right? So their defense wasn't that high to begin with, and then they didn't roll very well.
The blue guys are archers.
It's because they were like one hit, they basically got massacred. Was that is combat that bloody, or is
Well, what happened was I only had the 4 defense,
Right.
and this is really spearmen,
Oh,
right?
okay.
And their special ability is really to get up in your face and be able to start throwing the spear attacks to bring it down.
if they get charged, they're going to have a problem.
They could have a problem, just like yourself.
Gotcha, exactly it.
Now, the game itself is all about victory conditions, okay, and gaining victory points. You'll notice that this is a piece of control terrain. The control terrain allows me to access 3 victory points if I can actually take control of the terrain uncontested for 1 full turn. Right? So if in fact the situation was like this, and I was being attacked by the Egyptians here, right, I would have successfully defended the control terrain.
You're on it and they're not.
Then they're not. And I get 3 victory points for that.
The problem is,
Now,
you're well
if I'm able to eliminate a base, right, that's worth 2 victory points.
Okay.
Now, if I have a sortie base,
Start your next turn.
like this guy here, if I'm able to eliminate the sortie,
On or adjacent.
I get 1 victory point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now this is a hero. If I eliminate that hero, I get 1 additional victory point.
Okay, all right.
So if I eliminate this particular sortie, I've actually eliminated 2 victory points from the game. And now I have
Yes, you
a total of
because
5 victory
these
points.
guys have.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they
That's Arcane Legions. You play up to 21 points.
All right. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us.